I didn't expect Apartment 3D to hit like this. I threw it in more out of curiosity, but by the time the first few tracks rolled through, I was nodding along in the similar, what I mean, familiar Brooklyn grit. This 46-year-old, 46 years young, Memphis Bleek this dude sounds sharp, grounded, like refreshed. Like he's just been sitting still, um, with in it like well not still, but like just been sitting, just sharpening his pen. 20 years. There's a clarity in his voice, but the hunger is clearly still there. The album feels grown. It feels I wonder if he's like I wonder if he's going for like God, this joint is it's confident, it's reflective, it's um it's street smart without like begging for clout, you know what I mean? Or doing none of the like the kind of like alternative hip hop stuff, you know what I mean? That's like heavy on like influence of social media and stuff like that. Um, it ain't even tap into all that. Oh, let me get like one of these youngins to, you know what I mean, feature on my joint or like, I mean, he kind of does, but like that's it. It's it's modern. This is a modern album. And he is still keeping it G. That joint is 11 tracks. Um, is focused. He's again another one that's like not trying to game the algorithm. He didn't drop, you know, I mean, this is 20 years. Oh, I've had so much in the tank. It's been 20 years and like drop us a freaking 25 piece. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Like, I'm sure it's gonna be some stuff that smash, you know what I mean? But like, I'm gonna have to go through the slog of like seven that don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't you know what I mean? I hope it ain't no money grab. You know, so it's like I'm like tippy toeing into this project, but it's like, yo, this joint is focused, this joint is precise. This dude is he is sharp, he's with it. This is his in essence his comeback album. And and he's been gone for so long, he's got something to say. You know what I mean? It's nostalgic at points. Um it's it's reflective, it shows growth. I mean, I know there's this one track that like I love what he's saying on there, like Um, and he says at the end of the song, just like you know, kind of like that same message Jay-Z had, you know, I go, hopefully, you know, Hov did that. Hopefully you don't have to go through that kind of thing, right? And so he's telling us the stories of like, um, oh, this is a perspective that hasn't like really been fleshed out that much. I think Rick Ross was on that bit, quite a bit. It's the piece about like, okay, all right, boom, we struggling, we in the hood, you know what I mean? Government done pump crack into our neighborhoods. Um, you know, and then also guns and put us in this cage and we have to fight our way out of this cage. So we finally fight our way out. So that's stage one, right? Is to get out the hood. Well, how do you get out there? There's a couple different routes, you know what I mean? You know, run fast, jump high, bounce a ball, all that kind of stuff. Also rap, right? Um, and you know, and you know, there's a good chunk of us that make it out through education, that education route, you know, or music, or, you know, or other music genres or something like that. But you know, tech, you know, some stuff like that comes out of the community. But it's like a heavier um burden because like you don't have the resources already to prepare you to even put you in that trajectory. So okay, fine. So you just let's say boom, you do it in the drug thing, right? Okay, so you do the drug thing. That's another way to get out the hood, right? So you go do the drug thing, you get money, right? Um, and he's like, yo, there's a next step. The next step, you get the money as a drug dealer. You're not just supposed to keep doing that, right? You're supposed to like transition that shit into like legit businesses, legit endeavors, so like you can get out the hood. The whole, the whole project of what I know growing up being black in America has been like getting, you know, getting your family out the hood, right? As much as we want to like I would love to like I would prefer to gentrify the hood with like and not change the demographic, right? It's like just like invest in the hood. Yeah, so that's the next step is like you come out of that to invest in stuff. Like, what's the next thing? But y'all stuck in the drug game. Like, no, listen to me. In case somebody told y'all, hey, y'all not, you don't have to stay in the hood, right? Like, or you don't have to like keep doing that hood shit. Just like evolve, my G. Is okay. You pass those gates, evolve, and here's how we build. Even that's another level, right? You evolve out of that. You're out the street stuff. You completely leave it alone. Go turn around behind you. We move to somewhere safe where you don't have to tuck. You know what I mean? Keep one in tuck wherever you go. You can actually go to the store and just like your kids can go to the store and your kids are in the soccer team type shit. You did what you didn't have. You know what I mean? Um, that's the next thing supposed to do. Like, and you're supposed to like know, maybe even be married to your baby moms. You know what I mean? You ain't just supposed to have like a bunch of just loose kids running around kind of thing. Like, no, this is the next step. Is like holding down the family. He's talking about this is what he's saying. So like this is good. Okay, so I guess I finally get there and land the plane and say like this might be his attempt. I'm not saying it is. This might be his attempt at a 444. You gotta listen to the stuff that he's talking about here. Like demonstrating the growth. He's talking about cataloging it all. Like the gains and the evolution and the elevation, even being away of not having an album for 20 years, like but like making moves, making the right moves. Once you make that money off the streets, um, it's like, okay, here's the next thing to do with that. It's that street joint. It has a time where it all comes due. I like it. I hear it. You know what I mean? I think I love that the fact that it's carrying on we have some of these older rappers now, they're dropping projects. They had that LL project. Um, you know, um freaking the Snoop project was nice. Freaking Lloyd Banks, right? That was amazing. Some of these older rappers, freaking Killer Mike album a couple seasons ago. Um, looks like these rappers over 40 got something to say. And they keeping the hip hop. This joint got it still got Bleak's like effortless style, but it knocks. It's got the classic like boom bap that um solidifies it as like I am intentionally making a hip hop song kind of thing. And a specific, East Coast, Northeast, you know what I mean? New York style hip hop, talking about origins of this thing and going back and bringing that into the present. But with some experience. But with some experience, it's it's like wise. It's wise, just like casually, just wise advice that like Jay was talking about, like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to put you on game for 9.99. But they have like these modern flares in this joint that like helps bring it and gives it a modern touch, but it's not heavy. It's not heavy-handed. Um there's this I remember I was just listening to it at one point and like uh I had this one, I don't remember what track that joint was. I don't remember exactly what track that joint was, but it just like felt like I was listening to a cassette. Felt like I was listening to a tape. That joint felt like I was like a straight tape. I like, oh, they got me, they drew me in. Um but you know what? I mean, I think I've seen somebody sell tapes now, like with new projects. So I don't know. Maybe he's gonna release it on tape because they got the sound. They engineered that joint, engineered the hell out of that joint. I don't know if it was is that Cool and Dre track? I don't remember exactly which one it was. That joint was dope. Cool and Dre got a track called "You Should Know." It's so smooth. There's like some vocal background, some like chorus background joint going on, and he's just like riding the beat. Just a smooth, and it's got like, but it got a little West Coast bounce to it. Um, but it's a it's a dope track. I definitely suggest checking that one out. There's another track on here, a couple other ones that you can look. Freaking Three Kings. Three Kings. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. You heard it here. Like Memphis, he eats on that joint. Memphis eats, on that joint. Shout out to Blizzle, but But boy, Butcher ain't come to play. Butcher ain't come to play. He kind of low key ate you on your own joint. Low key ate you on your own joint, but like, but bro, it's like I could see Bleak being a Griselda artist, and so like they like neck and neck on that one. They neck and neck on that one, especially like how he's commanding the storyline. He's commanding the like the syntax. He's got like the metaphors, the double entendres, the multi-syllabic, right? He like switches into like um it's art. It's what it is. Uh it's and but but it also sounds like it sounds local. It sounds local. It sounds like it's down to the ground, like we in a stairwell somewhere, um, and we listening out of somebody's like boombox or something. It's a perfect kind of like setup if you're gonna like listen to this thing and like you're in a space where you're like you want to settle down. You got some things in your head that are just like kicking around, and you might need to pump yourself up to like it's a tough decision, but you know it's the right decision. Um, you listen to this and because the thing is like sometimes you know when you know it, right? But like we try to like rationalize differently, try to make it make sense, and like no, you know. That's not you should know by now, right? The whole project is like an encouragement to like, yeah, no, you got the vision. Your vision is, you're not crazy. Um, you are dope. So that decision that you're making, whether it's for self-preservation, whether if it's just because it's like personal growth, you just want to evolve, or just because you're curious. Maybe you're curious, you want to try something different. Like lean into that. Lean into that because on the other side, um, being true to yourself and then the work that you do 20 years from now for it to still be recognized as like freaking art. Like, yeah, that means that what I did was right. I stepped away. It was a good call, and I stepped away when I needed to. But he still kept his roots. He still kept the G. Uh, but he shows growth. So, you're listening to it, you're like zooming in, and all of a sudden, like a bar hits you. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, wake up! Like this is real. This is some real shit, right? Um, it's a return. It's a return for your boy. It's a reminder to. It feels like a reminder to him, to us, that had things gone a little different. You know what I mean? He could be Jay. He could be Jay. I don't know. What if their life trajectory would have been mad different. But shout out to Jay. I don't know. I did the last track on this project is called Word to Hove, right? The 11th track is called Word to Hove, and it's actually got Jay-Z on there. Like saying some like motivational stuff on there. And so I shout out to Hove in the sense that like, I mean, as far as I know, they have a good relationship. So for to lend your voice to the actual project. I really feel like he's signing off. It's a sign off. He's signing off on it. He's the last voice that you hear on the project. Yeah, that's how you close it. And bro, the opening track though, by the way, Do-Rag Bleek sets the stage. I forgot. I freaking skipped right past that joint. I think I skipped right past that joint right when I was talking. But like, Do-Rag Bleek, I love an opening. Like, listen to the lyrics bar for bar on that joint. Do I got the lyrics up? Could I just like what do they want that do-rag bleak, that blue top blizzy, that blue top blizzle that tell these pussy niggas that you can't live niggas what knock my grind, can't stop my shine. He says live niggas can't stop my grind, can stop my shine. Tried tell them I was chilling, but today I got time. Oh, they got this thing on our order. That's why. Okay, my gun legal, weed legal, right? It's all legal. Niggas ain't riding dirty no more, right? It's like, bro, how you still on that time? He starts. the project off like that, right? And he goes off. He goes off on niggas like, yo, pay attention. Pay attention. Like y'all niggas ain't listening. I came out of this 20 years. I've been watching this bullshit, right?
Fine.
And
I'll do it
y'all niggas
myself.
supposed to move on. Um and so he's letting you know from Rip, this is what he on. I think he's going for trying to go for 444. Shout out to Hove for lending his voice and punctuating the end of the project there. This is a strong return for Memphis Bleek. His storytelling highlighted throughout. It's mature. The perspective is like a man, such a like a grown like view looking back at life at 46 that you can do it at 46, right? 46-year-old rapper, which is like spitting game. It's game if you like I hope you have ears to hear it.